When a hardware test finishes, the baseline looks pristine. The environment is perfectly controlled, the unit is fully assembled, and the preliminary data is secure. But to complete the necessary durability assessments, that single intact unit has to be aggressively torn down. Within hours, dozens of subcomponents are separated from the main assembly. They are immediately scattered across the facility to various internal departments, metallurgists, and outside vendors for specialized analysis. The moment those critical parts leave the main assembly, standard tracking methods fail, and the components drop into a massive logistics blind spot. This creates an immediate operational thorn. Highly trained engineering specialists are abruptly forced to act as administrative detectives, hunting down the parts they need to analyze. This animated chart illustrates the exact cost of friction. Individuals lose 2 to 5 hours weekly to manual searching, taking time from engineering. Expanding to purchasing, thousands are burned reordering duplicate carts. Finally, compounding errors erode oversight, creating gaps that delay the entire project. Companies will invest heavily in cutting-edge testing protocols, yet they still rely on archaic, high-friction tracking systems, like complex spreadsheets or clipboards, that actively repel user compliance. Manual tracking acts as a hidden tax. It drains a company's most expensive resource, specialist time. AutoGain Insight Systems developed TracePoint based on a strict behavioral principle. If a system takes longer than 5 seconds to use, people will abandon it. Looking at the platform's configure sheet interface, we can see the zero hardware setup phase. Users simply log into a web portal and print a generated grid of scalable micro QR codes right from a standard office printer. Those printed labels are then applied directly to the physical infrastructure, tagging storage bins, shelves, and lab workbenches. Here in the platform's instructional UI, we see the core tracking mechanic. When a part moves, it requires exactly 2 steps. Scan the location first, then scan the item. As shown in this mobile app prompt, any smartphone instantly initializes its optical sensor to log a drop-off point. There are 0 manual data entry fields to fill out. By removing the administrative friction of typing out part numbers and locations, the system guarantees maximum team-wide tracking compliance. Because the team is actually scanning items, those manual inputs provide a centralized dataset for enterprise-grade analytics. This is the individual asset tracking view. It traces a specific component's journey, verifies its intended destination, and offers an AI insight tool to automatically summarize its location history. Zooming out to the facility dashboard for main plant A, managers gain real-time macro visibility. They can instantly execute digital searches across the entire building for specific part IDs or names. The system also utilizes active verification features. Teams can run location audits to see exactly what belongs on a specific shelf, or trigger system-wide broadcast alerts when an item is missing. TracePoint turns basic smartphone inputs into an illuminated, real-time map of the entire testing lifecycle, eliminating the post-teardown black hole. For the engineer on the floor, the daily reality changes completely. The chaotic physical search is replaced by instant digital retrieval, allowing a technician to walk directly to the right bin on the first try. Locating a highly specific subcomponent now takes under 5 seconds. Looking at the platform's primary use cases, we see how this approach scales across highly technical environments, managing everything from manufacturing teardowns to strict lab chains of custody. This system secures operational momentum, ensuring that specialized teams remain focused on technical analysis rather than logistics. AutoGain Insight Systems operates as a workflow partner, dedicated to finding and eliminating the invisible administrative thorns that slow specialized teams down. How much highly paid specialist time are you currently burning on administrative detective work? Looking at the TracePoint platform, the promise is clear: stop searching and start finding. You can visit the website today